Welcome back to Old Coin Adventures. Hold that penny for just a second, because the coin in your hand could be hiding a secret that most people never notice. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary 1983 Lincoln penny. The same penny millions of Americans spent every single day. But one tiny mistake changed the fate of a few of these coins forever. In today's documentary, you'll discover how to identify a genuine 1983 Lincoln penny error, the small details that separate it from ordinary pennies, how experts authenticate real examples, how to avoid costly counterfeits, and if you're lucky enough to own one, exactly where serious collectors buy and sell coins like this today. Before this documentary ends, we'll reveal how much a genuine PCGS-certified example sold for, what it's worth today, and what you should do if you think you've found one. So, before you spend another old penny, take one closer look, because this unbelievable story begins at the United States Mint in 1983, where one tiny mistake created one of the most fascinating Lincoln cents in American numismatic history. To understand why the 1983 Lincoln cent became so important, we have to travel back to the early 1980s. The United States Mint was producing billions of Lincoln pennies every year. Most Americans never paid much attention to them. Pennies passed from one pocket to another, into cash registers, piggy banks, and coin jars across the country. To almost everyone, they were worth only 1 cent, nothing more. But 1983 was different. The year, the Mint had recently changed the composition of the Lincoln cent. Older pennies had been made mostly from copper. The new ones contained a zinc core with a thin copper coating. It was one of the biggest changes in Lincoln cent history. Everything seemed normal. Production continued. Millions of coins entered circulation. No one suspected that one unusual die would create a penny collectors would spend decades searching for. A few sharp-eyed collectors noticed something strange. The date didn't look quite right. The word Liberty appeared slightly unusual, and the letters inside, "In God We Trust," looked different from ordinary 1983 pennies. At first, many people believed it was simply machine doubling, a very common effect that usually adds little or no value. But experienced collectors weren't convinced. The doubling looked much stronger, much cleaner, and most importantly, it appeared exactly the same on every coin that surfaced. The mistake wasn't happening during the strike. It already existed on the working die itself. Experts soon confirmed these coins were genuine 1983 double die reverse Lincoln cents. One tiny mistake had become part of the die, and every penny struck from it carried the exact same dramatic doubling. The strongest doubling appeared on the reverse, especially in the words 1 cent, e pluribus unum, and United States of America. Unlike ordinary machine doubling, the letters looked bold, sharp, and clearly separated. Collectors immediately realized this wasn't an ordinary penny anymore. It was one of the most important modern Lincoln cent errors ever discovered. But the biggest challenge was still ahead, because once news of this rare penny spread, counterfeit examples began appearing, and knowing the difference would become more important than ever. News of the discovery spread quickly. Collectors across America started searching through old penny jars, bankrolls, and family coin collections. Everyone hoped they might discover another example. But finding one was far more difficult than anyone expected, because another problem appeared almost immediately: counterfeit coins. Some people began altering ordinary 1983 pennies, trying to make them look like the rare double die reverse. Others confused simple machine doubling with the genuine Mint error. For a while, many collectors couldn't tell the difference. That's why professional authentication became essential. Experts at PCGS and in GC carefully examine every coin. They study the strength of the doubling, the exact shape of the letters, the die markers, and even microscopic details invisible to the naked eye. Only coins struck from the original double die can pass authentication. Everything else is rejected. Today, the 1983 double-die reverse Lincoln cent is recognized as one of the most important modern Lincoln cent errors. Now, the question everyone wants answered: how much is a genuine example actually worth? On January 8, 2014, a genuine 1983 double-die reverse Lincoln cent, graded MS-68 red by PCGS, sold for an incredible $23,500 at a major heritage auction sale. Imagine that. The penny, worth only 1 cent when it left the mint, later selling for more than $23,000, simply because of one tiny mistake. If you think you found one, don't clean it, don't polish it, and don't try to repair it. Instead, have it authenticated by PCGS or NGC. If it's genuine, the safest places to sell it are trusted auction companies like Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, or Stack's Bowers, where serious collectors compete for rare American-era coins. The 1983 double-die reverse Lincoln cent proves something extraordinary. Sometimes, history isn't hidden inside gold or silver. Sometimes, it's hiding on an ordinary penny most people never bother to examine. If you enjoyed today's documentary, please like this video, subscribe to Old Coin Adventures, and turn on notifications, because next time, we'll uncover another ordinary American coin with an extraordinary secret hidden in plain sight.